Hello, Facebook family and friends. Otis Brown here. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. This is Sunday. The weekend's about to come to an end. So if you haven't made a great weekend, you still got a little bit of time left. Get outside, enjoy the sunlight. The weather's great. I'm not sure where you are. We were devastated with some bad weather last evening, but it cleared up pretty good. So it's a great day outside. If you can, get out. But I wanted to come on real quick because I have a question to ask. And the reason I want to ask this question is because I had some car trouble this past Friday. I was taking my grandson to his pickup for a volleyball tournament. And so I had to pick him up from school, take him home to get his stuff, and then take him to the drop-off so they can leave for their volleyball game. Well, as it would unfold on the way from his house to the drop-off, my truck started having some trouble. And I mean, it started losing power big time. And I said, oh man, Donovan, I think I need to get off on this exit. And he was sitting there nice and calm. And I passed the exit. I said, well, let me get to the next exit. And then the vehicle just started to shut down completely. And we were coasting, and all of a sudden, it picked back up, it recharged, and we got off to the next exit. I said, if we get to my house, I can pick up another vehicle and we can get to your drop-off. So as fate would have it, just as we crossed the light, the vehicle shut completely down, and we were able to pull over to the side of the road out of harm's way, and I was able to call for roadside assistance. But the point of it is, and it made me think about a question I asked some time ago, is the world or is the universe a friendly place? And some people attribute that question to Einstein. But you know, when you put out a question like that and you say some person of renown asked the question, the fact checkers will check it. Some say he didn't ask that question. Others say he did. Somebody says it was somebody else. But that's not the point. The point is the world or is the universe a friendly place? And here's why it means a lot to me. Because as I was sitting there with my grandson, and it was getting a little hot, had no air, a lady stopped by and she pulled up behind me, and I went to the window and talked to her. We had a great conversation, and she just wanted to make sure I was okay. I was great. And she said, okay, good luck. And she pulled off. About 10 minutes later, another lady stopped by. She pulled up behind me, rolled down her window, and we talked for a moment. She said, just want to make sure you're okay. And I said, I'm fine, man, but thank you so much for stopping. She drove off. A few moments later, another lady stopped by. She went into the complex right next to where I was parked. And then she said, I went in because I couldn't get around, stop at the light. So she turned around and came back. And she said, I saw you standing in the road. Just wanted to make sure you're okay. Wow. So I'm feeling really good. People really care. I said, 3 people stopped. And 10 minutes later, a gentleman came up. And he stopped by. He gave me the thumbs up. Just wanted to make sure I was okay. I gave him the thumbs up, and I waved him on. So I don't know how many times you might have seen somebody pull over, having trouble on the road, and you said, well, somebody else will take care of it. Somebody else will take care of it. But in this case, those 4 people said, I'm going to take care of it. And then it brings me back to an event 2 weeks earlier where I had a blowout on Route 26, and I had to pull off on one of those back roads in South Carolina. I mean, and I had to park by a creek. It was a 2-lane highway. It wasn't the best place to be parked. But lo and behold, a guy and his wife pull up on the other side to fish in the creek. And I had already called for roadside assistance, but the young boy, I mean, he was 19. He said, man, I'll change that tire for you. Got in the back, changed the tire. And I offered him some money. He wouldn't take it. His wife was across the street with the baby. She was fishing, and my wife went over and talked to her, had a little prayer with her, and gave her some money. And I gave the guy, I made him take some money because, I mean, he didn't have to do that. So I'm going back again to the question, is the universe a friendly place? Because right now, to me, it seems like it really is. Now, I want to bring it closer to home. As I went to the corner store today, I heard a bang, bam, bang. And somebody had just cut a guy off on the road as they crossed the light. And the guy had to run off on the side of the road to keep from hitting another car, but he knocked down the traffic sign. And so I had to go back inside the store and get my receipt because the pump wasn't giving receipts. And so sorry about that. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go over there and check on this guy and see if he's okay, because no one stopped. And so I parked my truck by the gas pump and I crossed the traffic, busy street now. But I said, I'm going to see if this guy needs some help. So I went over there and I helped him out. And lo and behold, he was okay. But he was just so happy that I stopped just to check and see if he was doing okay. So he said, I'm doing fine. And we chatted for a moment and talked about how blessed he was that he didn't get hurt. He didn't hurt anybody else. He said he ran off the side and he hit the traffic sign so he wouldn't hit anybody else. And that was him making a sacrifice as well. And his vehicle could drive, but he said, you know what? I called and reported that I knocked down the traffic sign, and they just told me to wait till the cops got here. So whether you believe that Einstein asked the question or just some random person asked, is the universe a friendly place? And I would say, without a doubt, the universe is a friendly place. It's a bit murky right now, but it is a friendly place because people will stop and offer their help. So I would say that I would just go back to the quote from Barack Obama, and he said, be the change you'd like to see in the world. And you can fact check me on that if you like, but I believe that was his quote or something similar to that. Be the change that you want to see. Because if you were stranded beside the road, you would surely want somebody to stop and help you. And on 2 occasions, I had 5 people stop to help me, and I just wanted to pay it forward. So if you'd be so kind, drop in the comments whether or not you think the universe is a friendly place or not, because I definitely think it is. I've experienced it firsthand, and whenever I see somebody in need along the side of the road, I'm not going to just say somebody else will take care of it. If I can stop safely, I will stop and offer help. And if I can't help, I get on my cell phone and call the authorities and make sure that they're okay. So hopefully you do the same thing. Have a blessed rest of your Sunday.